Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83.
And Barbie0913.
And we have a doll show video to show you here, a loot haul video.
Not much loot, but...
Okay, so I should say I was not able to attend this show.
The Kane County Doll Show.
It is the Kane County Doll Show. It's held at the Kane County Fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. This is probably, the second year they've been doing them in the Kane County
No, I think
Fairgrounds?
it's maybe third.
Yeah.
Well, if you go by each show, not by year.
Right, I was going by year.
Oh, okay.
So it is, I think, the third show that they've done in the fairgrounds, something like that. But I was not able to attend. So what you're going to see here today is everything that Barbie0913 found and saw, and she took some pictures, so we're going to put them in there too.
Usually I count on her money to last us longer to look around, and I find things and then she finds things, so it takes us longer. It was weird going without you. Now that we've probably been going to doll shows since we moved around here, so maybe like 11 or 12 years with you on a regular basis, and then I used to go when I was younger. So it was weird because you have our mojo, it's like, all right, which way should we go? Should we start this row? Should we do the half rows, do all this side, and then come and do this side? So I was like, what do I do? Where am I going? Wait a minute, I missed those. How did I miss those? Oh, because I didn't have her tagging along with me. It was a nice show. A lot of pretty dolls. It was it's a strange show. I think Shirley Temple is like following me because this show had the most Shirley Temples I've ever seen.
Yeah.
One seller, I think she had probably like 12 on a table, even more, I think.
Wow.
And it wasn't just composition; it was also the vinyl ones too.
Like the 50s ones.
Yes, tons of them. And I have my little list that I have. Well, I have this size, and I have that size, and that size, and they're like, "Oh, you want this one? This is a good price for this one. This is a beautiful doll." I said, but it doesn't fit into the size. But the size that I needed, one lady had a table full of. Except they were all over $525. So, no Shirley's went home with me.
No.
I did see some quints that I know you would have loved if you had seen. Mm-hmm. It was a good show. I didn't see any Little Miss No-Names. I saw, I think, 2 Thumbelinas. I saw about 10 Sashas. Mm-hmm. I was priced out of those.
I feel like this show, like in the Naperville show, tend to have the older stuff like the hard plastic and the bisque and things like more of that nature. There
were 3 reborn
that's growing
artists
in that show.
3. Usually there's
like
one. Yeah. There's 3 of them.
Wow.
And they usually do a table in the back, their club does, and they do like pick a certain kind of doll or a certain theme. The theme was Alice in Wonderland. So all different kinds of Alice in Wonderland dolls were on this really long table, and it was really interesting to see how many different types of dolls you could get, that are Alice related.
So many.
Yeah, all the different versions and different companies. Mm-hmm. It was very neat. Yeah, you had some booths that wanted mucho bucks, but then you had a couple of booths that had some really beautiful dolls, and they were very fair on their prices. Okay.
So what did you pick up?
What did I pick up?
Show the nice people out there.
Show the loot.
What you picked up from the show. I like that. Show the loot.
Show the loot.
Show the loot.
Okay, the first thing I went, and usually, I went against all our principles for walking around, usually do one run around and don't buy anything and just see what we see.
I wasn't there to
You
hold her
weren't there
back.
to hold me back.
No.
So there was a table that had some giggles. And the lady said that she had bought a collection or gotten a collection somehow, and the lady only collected giggles. And she brought 3 of them to the show. I picked up 1. And right now, she's only ahead. Only because her hair was not in very good shape. I tried to make it pretty, and it turned out worse after I cleaned it. So I decided... She was at work. I would just took everything apart, and then you'll reroute her from me.
Yes.
But she was really a cheap price, but they also sold, they also put tax on there. So I was like, no, I don't have a tax ID number. And I only picked, this was the best one. Her eyes were not cloudy. And she had her sandals. So for the
That's
price of what I
nice.
paid for her, somebody would pay for their sandals.
Yeah, and she'll have nice, pretty hair.
She
We've
will
already
have
ordered the
nice.
hair, so I'll leave it to be a surprise for you.
And I'm not. Yeah,
It should look pretty awesome.
I'm not going to fix her
Balloon
her
thing.
laugh. No, because it looks really kind of a little tight on it. I can't pull the thing off. But she'll be mute, but she'll still look lovely.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
I have nothing to show you.
Okay.
I wish I did. I was like, I should just go buy something on eBay just for this video, so I can be like, look what I got on eBay. But I did not do it.
You didn't do it.
It's
no.
Christmas shopping time. Like, I can't buy anything for myself because it's Christmas shopping time.
Okay.
Until October, when I go to the Chicago Toy Show.
There you go. And that's if you find anything there. I found a thirsty walker. And what's interesting was I just looked at something, and I can't remember if it was in a booklet or if it was online. They had a thirsty walker that was from the 60s, and I thought, oh, she's so cute. And then I went to the show, and it's like, oh, she's at the show. So I have a thirsty walker. It's a shared thirsty walker because she was an 83 doll for Christmas. And since somebody was also born near Christmas, my mother said, you can keep her or you can give her to the baby. So the baby took her, and now I've slowly brought her back. So this is the 80s.
Took her.
Yes. So this is the 80s version that was played and loved by somebody. And I picked up this little girl, which is the 60s version. Here we go.
Cute.
I mean, I'd like a different outfit for her, but it's okay for now. And she got a bottle from our house, so
Aww.
isn't she cute?
She's cute. I don't mind the dress. I think the dress is cute for now, like you said.
Well, it's the collar up here. It's
Yeah.
really kind of funky, and this keeps fraying. So I'd love to find something for her. But it's a thirsty walker by Horseman. And she walks well. I tried her.
Aww.
And of course, it's a thirsty doll.
Aww. She's cute. And you don't see those very often at the shows. At least, I don't think I have.
And her eyes are still pretty much brown. I guess they changed to orange.
Oh, yeah,
So
those
there's-
are brown.
Yeah, 'cause somebody said in one of the Facebook groups, oh, I have two orange-eyed ones. And I go, did they change her eyes? And she goes, yeah, they changed.
Interesting.
So that might happen to her
Huh.
along the way. Then I went to a booth that the lady really had very nice composition. All her dolls that she had were really beautiful, and she had really affordable prices. And I picked up a doll that, I mean, I thought she was adorable when I saw her. I only picked her up because I thought she was so cute.
She is adorable. She has a precious face.
She is. She is all composition 1932 F&B Mary Lee, using the Patsy Joan body, marked Mary Lee on her head, no marks on body, original dress and shoes, replaced vintage era panties, slip and socks, all original human hair wig, Campos original almost perfect condition. And I thought she was a really nice size, and she's just so pretty in red.
And her coloring is really nice. Her hair is really nice. She's just really precious for being done in the 1930s. To be in this shape, that's fantastic.
And I mean, it's not something that, yeah, her eyes are really pretty. What's nice is she had all this information on the tag, and then on this side, she had a printout from like one of the buying books for dolls that shows what size she came in, and that she did come in on a different body. And she highlighted everything in it and put it in the little bag,
That's
and I made
handy.
it really pretty. So she had beautiful items. I would have loved to have just bought everything from her
Right.
booth. When you go to the doll shows, remember a lot of people still don't have card readers, so you're going to actually need cash. And from what I paid for her, I paid the lady a lot of quarters because she didn't have a card reader, and it was just easier if I wanted to buy her to keep on doling out quarters.
Yeah, and
$1, $2, $3, $4.
She was probably happy with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was
Change.
very nice. you hear a lot of conversations between the sellers. It's always interesting when you're looking in a booth and people are having their conversations. One of the big conversations that a lot of booths were having was, I don't understand, what am I going to do with my dolls? People aren't even looking at them. People are just walking by. Or people are saying all people do is take their cell phone out and take a picture. They don't buy, they just take a picture of it. So the market is really changing on dolls. People are getting older. The dolls from the 1930s, the bisque dolls, a lot of younger people aren't interested in them. Find a type of doll, share it with a youngster so that they know what dolls are.
Right.
Dolls are history.
They are. I mean, and yes, bisque dolls, for example, may not be everyone's cup of tea, and there are some that I'm not too impressed with that one. It's not my favorite, but there are some beautiful ones. So, look at the other kinds of dolls out there, because you may not like the whole line in general or the whole type of doll in general, but maybe there's one that is to you aesthetically pleasing. I
mean, just the same as you have a certain tunnel vision on the certain dolls that you like, and those are the only dolls you look for, which has turned into compositions and your skipper collection.
Yeah, but it's still not all compositions. There's still some where I'm I don't like that one so much.
No, but you have this line of thought. So, bring a niece or nephew out, show them the doll world, show them that their artwork.
Yeah.
Because it's really sad when people are getting older and they're not in good health, and they don't have anyone to pass their dolls on to. I mean, unless they get ripped off by an appraiser company or one of those estate companies. It's very sad to see. I mean, but it's sad. You go to a booth and you talk to somebody. I had a long conversation with a man named Gary. His wife has beautiful dolls. I should say both of them have beautiful dolls, because his car collection helped pay for dolls, because that was his hobby and dolls was hers. And she has beautiful dolls, but no one in the family wants them. And she makes sure they're all period costume and period wigs and hats on them. And it's just sad. And her prices are really good, though. It's just sad when people just walk by and, or like me, go and say, I'm just going to take a picture. But that's another thing. Ask before you take a picture. Let them know, can I take a picture of your dolls? Can I take a picture? So most people don't have a problem with it, but some people, to them, that's just, they just want to take a picture and not buy anything from me.
Right.
And Gary, you find at doll shows a lot of people have Rubbermaid containers with a whole bunch of stuff in there. Just because it's in a Rubbermaid container and it's sitting on their floor and you can go through it doesn't mean it's junk. I know he had an issue where somebody went through his box and they were all international dolls, and the person was just rummaging through them, that they broke 3 different doll heads.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Or there was information, it was an international doll, it happened to be somebody who was a pilot, and they brought it for their child everywhere they went, and they had notation on it of where it was from, when they got it, and the person had the nerve to say, that's not true. There is worth in everything, and unless it says $1 and under bin, which I can see people are going through, or a clothing bin, be nice. These are people's dolls. People care about
their
them.
collection, especially if it's someone's collection and not just a dealer who just buys things in, boxes and sells them just for profit. If it's a collector who's loved these things, be courteous to them.
Right. Show etiquette. Come on, guys. People, do it.
So if you see someone doing this at a show, or if you know of a friend or someone that does it at a show, just tell them, be nice.
Take your time.
Yes.
Say hello to people in the booth. Hi, how are ya? Beautiful dolls, really nice. That's what you do. I did get lots of good deals at this show. As I always say, it doesn't hurt to ask if they can go lower. And a lot of times they will. I mean, my Thirsty Walker, I said, can you do anything better on her? Because one of her arms is a little more loosey-goosey on there, and I worried about it, and she really went down on it. She was cool.
Yeah, so definitely ask. I suck at asking.
She does.
Or like, you have a price on there, I'll pay the price.
I'll just
It's
pay the
fine.
price. Yeah, she's terrible at it. God, you see her coming, just put the real high amount on it. Another pet peeve on doll shows is, this is on sellers. Does it really take that long to clean a doll's face or to
No.
comb their hair?
You can put a big price tag on something you actually clean.
They
you know?
did have a big price on it,
But if
but
it's
the
not
face
clean-
was dirty. The clothing,
Yeah.
I mean, everything about, I mean, okay, clothing, yeah, I take everything usually home and clean it anyway, except her because she was so minty fresh.
Yeah.
But everybody else gets their hair washed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the dolls they had on their shelf, their faces were just dirty.
If you have the stuff to clean them because
It doesn't hurt.
I'm not gonna buy something really expensive that's super dirty.
Yeah.
It's not gonna appeal to me. But if it's something that's clean with a higher price, I will look at it and consider it.
And these were older ones like composition and hard plastics, and
You can clean them.
you
Believe it or not, you can clean them.
Yeah. So sellers out there, think about that. I know you go from place to place to place to place to show, but even if one of you is putting them out and the other is just straightening and making sure they look good, that's all I
Yeah.
can say. I was there about 3.5 hours actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there a long time, even without you. I tried to pretend you were there. Bumped into a few people. Bumped into Paula and her daughter. They were looking for fun stuff. And then one of our reborn moms.
Yes.
But we had a nice conversation too. So I
Yeah.
think I only saw 2 people. And if you were around, maybe we would have seen double the amount.
I don't know. They recognize you.
Yeah, they
It's
recognize
great.
me.
But I do have to say that Paula shared a really amazing, thoughtful story with my mother here, and she passed it along to me, and I was touched by hearing that I made an impact on your life. And there are other people who have said this before, so it's amazing that a little YouTube channel like this can touch people, which is why I do this, why we do this. So thank you for sharing your story.
And I mean, I needed dolly therapy, so it was a good day for a show. It seemed like forever that I hadn't been to a show. And Paula, I mean, she went for dolly therapy too.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's why you got to bring somebody with you so that they can see what fun it is.
Yeah, bring a friend. It's fine to go alone by yourself, the lone traveler, the lone shopper, so to speak. But bring a friend with you. Introduce them to the show, even if they think you're crazy. Bring them with, it'll give them an entertaining day regardless. Or bring someone that won't think you're crazy.
And they
get 'em
do have,
hooked.
and they have food there too if you want to pick up something to eat because you just need a break.
So we'll be at the Chicago Toy Show next, October 28th in the Kane County Fairgrounds. Definitely check that one out. The doll area is getting smaller and smaller. A lot of people are choosing not to go to the Chicago Toy Show.
Right,
Just
there's-
because of, politics and how the show is run and
And a lot of them are
things like
choosing the
that.
King County one
Yes.
over that. Yes, so remember there's a lot more toys.
Mm-hmm.
But within those toy collectors, intermixed, there are people that have dolls too.
yeah.
There might be Barbies, open Barbies.
It's still worth going if you have nothing better to do that day. You might as well go shop around that sale, especially with, the holidays coming. You never know what you'll find. They might be bringing some of their really nice items out. So,
Especially the fall show, usually if
Yeah.
you like monsters. Monsters usually come out for the
Yeah.
fall show, so monster toys.
so that's October 28th. I'll link to that show down in the comments, as well as the Naperville show, the Kane County Doll Show. So, yeah, that's where we'll be headed next. We hope to see you. If you see us, stop us. Let us know who you are. It's always fun to see people that watch this channel. Also, a bit of fun news, if you get the Doll magazine sent to your house or read it online or whatever, the puddle coverage was written by myself, so you can read some of my stuff in Dolls. It's the Pull Up and Doll Lovers event coverage.
Yep.
So that's in the October issue of
Hooray.
Dolls magazine. So, yay! And you'll see her winning miniature pull-up that she presented that day.
Yeah, that was fun. Time to sign up for the next one.
Yeah, we should do that. Speaking of which, if you do want to go to Puddle, it's taking registration now, so get in now before it sells out.
And how do we do that?
You can visit their website,
What's their website?
which is puddlestyle.com, I believe. Yes. So, also another place where you can find us because we always go there, and it's a fun show just to sit and talk to people. So, if you're at all interested in pull-up and that sort of thing, check out that show as well.
Very good.
Yeah. So let us know what you think of what my loving mother here found at the show. If you were at the show, what did you pick up?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, share whatever you'd like.
Yep. Or there were a bunch of shows out in different states.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find one last weekend?
Yeah, let us know. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.